Welcome back, MTG Joe here. We are continuing the Mythic Points Championship, currently 3-2. Managed to take down Jun Sacrifice last round, so we'll jump back into the games. I'll be splitting these up each individual match. So this is the deck I'm playing. It is a blue-white control list, pretty stock with the exception of Donna Hope, which is a card that I wanted to try out. It's actually been pretty good in the deck. Comes down on 2 before counter spells. Can't be Elspeth Conquered Death, and with the lifelink tokens helps us stabilize and race, but also the life gain draws us cards. So Birth of Meletis, Absorb, or Dream Trawler's life gain all trigger it to draw cards. And then just a couple Brazen Borrowers helps us early bounce stuff, gets us to reset the opponent's Teferi, Ember Cleave, stuff like that. Mana base, 3 white castles, 2 blue castles. I wish I put a Field of Ruin in here. Missing that. I cut an island for a Field of Ruin. And then the sideboard, pretty stock. Playing Commence the Endgames for the control mirror. Archon for like the creature base race mirrors. So let's jump back in. So similar to what I've been doing with the other videos, I'm going to try to narrate the best I can, but both consideration of time and just focusing. I'll be a little bit more in terms of the game than full commentary, but when we go back to our normal videos, it'll be full commentary, explaining all the lines, everything like that. Still try to do it. So hopefully we don't play like another control in there. They take forever. We'll play this. Hoping this hand looks like a basic mountain hand. Hey Quantum, how's it going? Play that go. Next turn Birth. Would like a double blue for Brazen Borrowers. Guess this could be Temur. Temur Adventure. Haven't run into that today. Yeah. See how this match goes. Really it comes down to whether or not we can control the board. Getting the clover off does help us quite a bit. So I think what we do here, we don't have another land, actually. We have 5 planes, and we've drawn all 5 planes, which is actually quite ridiculous. I don't think this is the turn we counter anyways, so just play this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Brazen Borrow this Lucky Clover and then counter it on the way down. That's actually quite hilarious. How in the 2-color deck you draw your 5 basics in your top like 10 draws. So this sets them up quite a ways. These are good blockers anyways, so we'll see what they do. They could play this and then escape the wilds. I do think we need to counter this though. Provides them too much utility. That's probably escape, yeah. We have to play out another land. And they got the Innkeeper. We're really good at like not drawing what we're supposed to be drawing. Take Conqueror's Death here. And then just play this up. So the thing is, they have to brazen our Narset here in order to be able to draw cards off the Innkeeper. It also turns off Growth Spiral. See what they play out here. They do have to instant speed this. And they just main phase brazen. So I can bounce the edge wall. So let's do this first, see what we have on top, because if we have a board wipe, may consider it. Keep Shatter for after. Let's just do this. And then it sets them back a mana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Doesn't really do too much on the board state, so I think we just reset our own Conqueror's Death here. And then we hit another island, which is nice. Would eventually like a counter, just to get rid of like the Fae of Wishes play. So they just would have likely drawn that off it. So let's go Narset, grab something. Another Conqueror's Death is interesting. They do eventually need to beat us with creatures though. And I could see them playing around the first Shatter, but not necessarily the second. They do get a card draw off this. 26. 33 cards. This is probably oh, they go Escape the Wilds. Not the best escape. So they're probably going to get back the two edge walls. That's actually pretty solid, because that lets us bounce this. Omen's probably fine. Ooh. I think we keep the... So Omen could dig us deeper. But we do have Absorb, so let's maybe take the Absorb. Protects us a bit better. Keep this to stop them from drawing cards. If they just commit like creatures, then I'll probably leave that. There are 27 cards. So they go the Stomp. That's fine. Because we do also have the Shatter the Sky up. Yeah, that's fine. Draw a bunch of cards, and then we'll wipe your board. Because they do have these that they have to play out this turn. $25. The nice thing is with the phase, they hit them all here. Okay, they got Spyglass. Yeah, this deck's like ridiculous with Clover, okay without it. Let's wipe the board here. Bounce that to hand. So these Fays are actually really good at blocking our Brazen Borrowers right now. Trying to thin out their deck a bit more. Hey Master Chief, I'm 3-2. I bet blue-white control, Jund Sacrifice, and mono red. I lost to... Just let that take that. I lost to Rakdos Sacrifice and blue-white control. Both games I misplayed. This match, interesting. So let me see what we have on top, if I could find another board wipe. Veto doesn't do much, and I don't want Teferi. I can throw this out there. Can't really block, and the Fae's kind of annoying. Don't really want to reset their Fae. Okay, so we got Trawler. Let's just do this. Yeah, it's okay when you have to Teferi out, but like we managed to take care of the Clover early, which was nice, and they haven't really drawn another Clover, thankfully, in the rest of their cards. But it seems like they always have like 50 Brazen Borrower to bounce everything you did. This is the deck that kind of forced Doom Foretold, the list I was playing out. With Brazen Borrower, it just multi-targeted your stuff and you always lost your thing. So they can name Dream Trawler with this. And I also don't want them to name Teferi, so I think we're going to just do this. Now they can get it back, but it makes them spend their mana this turn. $21, $37, 21 cards, 36 cards, so... They do get Clover back. They do have Fae of Wishes. This probably names Teferi. They name Dream Trawler. And they play out Clover. If they have Brazen Borrower, that means they can bounce it. But they have to do so now. Oh, what they can do, yeah, they can fight it with Domri's Ambush. I should have, in response to this coming in, it's actually very good, because then it takes out Tef too. I have used a bit of clock here. I think we try to find a board wipe here. I don't want to bounce any of their creatures for value, so just reset this. Okay, so I know this is going to get hit. But I can Brazen Borrower, block the Teferi if need be. I think at this point we just got to try to run them out. They do have an 18. Okay, they do that. I'm probably going to block with a Brazen Borrower. We do have to be mindful that we're in fling range. Hit 2 board wipes. So we have 6% chance of hitting a board wipe. I think we need to try to win this game through decking them. This might just be Chandra, or they have Fling. Expansion Explosion. And Fling. So they can throw a bunch of damage to us. 19 cards. 5, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Alright, just do that. So yeah, they can basically kill us even through a board wipe because they fling. Oh, you know what? I should have plussed in case we had the board wipe, but I don't think it matters. We're just going to get explosioned. Let's make them waste clock. Make them think we have a counter, maybe. We're ahead on clock. If they go to game 3, they do run the risk of potentially dying just to the clock itself. This is instant speed, but they don't have enough. Keep it on top. I don't like how Arena makes our clock go down when these spells are resolving, like on the thing. Used 5 more minutes than us. 11 cards in library. They are going deep. They got us just triple. Alright, that one was annoying. This matchup is not one I like playing. Aether Gust, Sun's Grace. Veto's actually okay against, like, because all their adventure spells can be countered this way. Narset's fine. Cut down. Get rid of the Brazen Borrowers. They don't really do much here. Teferi's fine. Conquer's Death is fine. Glass Casket can do stuff. Dawn of Hope's bad in this matchup. So I'm taking out the Births. Absorb. Probably isn't where we want to be. Maybe I play the Birth of Meletis. Just shift into like a tempo mid-range list. Do I want the counters? Because the problem is the counters become pretty useless once it's out. I'll play a couple absorbs and just go from there. Just answer their board. They usually just bring in Negate and Disdainful Stroke in this matchup. I think we put an island back. we lose this one, then I'm gonna play a different deck. We'll be done the tournament. Can't counter this turn if they have Clover, so we'll just do this. Hopefully dodge Clover this turn. Okay, they spiral. That's fine. So it's the right call, putting away the island because we just drew lands, weren't punished there. This also plays well with their Chandra. Omen of the Sea's a nice draw there, lets us be proactive. They also can't flash in a Brazen Borrower. They could bounce. Okay, they just go face. That's fine. Do I care about that? I don't think so. They get it back, but I get to draw a card. Can also just Conquer's Death it. No, let's Aether Gust it. See what they want to do here. Put it at the bottom. Okay, so they're missing lions. I don't think we want either per se. Maybe we want the Shatter, but they're kind of stuck on lions. We can probably play around for a bit. Let's do it like that. That's actually nice. Because they've already used a Brazen. Then I can play that. They can escape the wilds this turn. Let's wait, because I want to be able to draw land where I can also Omen of the Sea the same turn. I think we just get rid of Edgewall. Okay, they baited us. Clover is live. This is weaker to Bone Crusher. Okay, they just Fae here. This is probably going to be Storm's Wrath and maybe Escape the Wilds. And negate. So Storm's Wrath gets rid of Narset if I play her, but it does give us the advantage of a card draw, which I think we do. kidding me? Well, there goes that. There's all the mana, and we just lost Narset for nothing. I'm going to do this now, just try to find something. If we get like a... That's actually good. Is it? We just get to take out one clover. Probably need more action. Okay, there's Tef. See if we can get a... Okay, so we have another Tef. That lets us smack in for 8 damage. We do have Conquer's Death afterwards. And this gets around the negate. So again, they will be able to Storm's Wrath if they decide to play it slow. We flash in another one. 44 cards. 13 minutes on the clock. And then this at least lets us find something afterwards if they Storm's Wrath. Okay, they escape the wilds. They only got a tapped land. So that doesn't really help them here, because otherwise they would have been able to double Bone Crusher on the Archon. They double Lovestruck. I don't think we want either at this time. Again, just want some more action or disruption. This Teferi can plus. So I think we just do land. No, maybe we bounce here. We lose our Teferi though. I want to keep our Teferi around after. Because with the negate in hand, I want to protect ourselves. That's interesting. Looks like they're not planning on Storm's Wrathing this turn. Okay, so they might be able to give us a target for Conquer's Death here. And then we can get back this Archon. Minutes. Wonder if they bounce Teferi here. They just do those. So just wipe their board now. I don't want them to get the card draw. With backup Tef, I think we just... They've already played a lot of adventure stuff, so let's just get the card advantage going. We're just gonna play this one out now, see what we get. Ooh, another Archon. So next turn I can... I think we just go Archon here. If we had one more mana to hold up Absorb and Conquer's Death, because next turn I can go Archon and protect it with Absorb. Probably okay. Like they have negate. So the negate doesn't actually stop anything this turn. But I can play out Conquer's Death. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could Conquer's Death that and play Absorb. So maybe we do that. Because I don't really want it to Teferi. Like I can do this and then hold up Absorb. And just take the damage this turn maybe. Just do that. This runs him down a bit of time. Also doesn't let him use all their mana this turn. So I can play that. That lets him play out some more lands. I think we just want to protect Archon right now. What the? Oh, Great Henge. So they go another Clover. It's probably fine. We did bottom the thing. They have Edgewall. Edgewall draws them a card. Their life total's pretty low here. There's Dream Trawler and another Conquer's Death. So maybe we just go running Conquer's Death. I don't think we want Trawler. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Provides a bunch of life. Let's gain 3 life. Okay. We are going to go shields down. Which is probably okay. Like, regardless, we have to go shields down, so this play's probably best because it creates another token. This can be Chandra. Chandra naturalize, but they're short mana. They've already used their Storm's Wrath in the side. Oh, they're just gonna fight it. Then they just fight here. Then they can attack us for 6. And then play... Actually, they do have to naturalize here. Or return to nature. Same type of effect. So we have Trawler. Or I can Conquer's Death and Teferi. I think we just Conquer's Death and Teferi. I just want to force their hand as much as possible to like react to this. I'm just gonna do this. Glass Casket's another nice draw. Like they can take this Teferi down. This deck doesn't really gain life. So if this 2/2 can get there. Seen 2 Brazens, 1 Bone Crusher. They have another Brazen in exile. I bounce this because they can get back this. Okay, they play the negate. Okay, so they hit their Bone Crusher. I can Glass Casket on the Fae of Wishes. And then just go Dream Trawler. Because they could bounce it to go get Spyglass to name the Dream Trawler. But they've already used their... I think we just jam this. And then just tell them go. Even if they get Chandra, I can Aether Gust it to put it back on top. This puts more time on their clock. do get Shadow Spear as well. This is just an enchantment. They could name Teferi. They named the Trawler. I can Aether Gust a copy of this, and then they negate it. So this goes on the stack, they negate there. Unless they're just holding the negate. Do they have another? Okay, they drew another Bone Crusher. That would tap them out though. Do need to find... Okay, so they do have that for Mystic Repeal. Need to find a board wipe here. Board wipe would set them pretty far back in terms of clock. Oh, they just play out Shadow Sphere. Oh, Scry. We're not a board wipe. So I can go Tef, Conquer's Death, bounce the Conquer's Death. That buys us some time. And hopefully finds us a board wipe. Okay, so we can do that same play next turn as well. We're 2 Archons down. We do have another Dream Trawler. Maybe I should have just discarded something in response to Spyglass to give it hexproof for the turn. But they did have to draw like specifically into that extra copy. We're at 14. How much damage do they have right now? Yeah, I need to find a board wipe. So Tef, they have the negate as well. Which if they're smart, they don't tap out for the negate. Because if I go Tef, okay, so let's scry, see what's on top. So if I go Tef here, it's 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 exactly. If I play the Tef, they counter it. If I play... Yeah, so I have to go Tef here. Okay, they negate it. So I'm dead. Just dead. They have exactly 14. Now I kind of want to know if we just need to draw a board wipe. I always find this deck like just wins in time. Xaxes. All right. Well, we finished 3 and 3. Probably not the most exciting, but not bad for the first one. I'm gonna just do this. Oh. All right. So I'm gonna wrap this one up. I'll have all the games up on YouTube. And probably come back with some brews now. Season should reset, so we'll play some new decks. Thanks for stopping by, and have a great one.